There's nothing here.
One of the energy eruptions came from these coordinates. Maybe we should check the area with the geoscanner.
Good idea. There might be something remaining underground. It's just a resource cache. Nothing spectacular.
My sensors detected intense neutrino bursts at the same time that we've observed these energy eruptions. Why do you think this happens?
I don't understand why this is happening. Neutrino emissions usually accompany nuclear reactions, like beta decay or nuclear explosions. The amount of neutrino particles that were emitted by anoraks doesn't correspond to anything that humanity ever has observed in nature. It's like a pocket supernova. That's why I thought it could be anoraks.
That makes sense. My sensors were overloaded by those emissions. They were off the scale by orders of magnitude.
Another anoraks bioanomaly. I think we should get rid of them. They could be corrupting the local fauna.
I agree, Ashley. Be careful, Ro. We always get attacked when we activate them.
Weapon dropped. We can try to recover it later. We've cleared all of the energy eruption sites. Let's get back to our main objective.
Ashley, wait a moment. Do you have a theory on why Anorix is connected to these huge neutrino bursts?
I have my own personal opinion on this, but there is no proof for it. I think that Anorix can interact with the environment on a subatomic level and transpose individual atoms into other forms of matter by rearranging fermions, bosons, or some other elementary particles. Such reactions would normally emit enormous amounts of destructive energy. However, Anorix reacts in a different way. It consumes that energy and grows upon it. The only trace it leaves is a burst of neutrino particles.
That is a very disturbing theory. What you are describing sounds like a cancer, but for both living and non-living matter.
These are just my thoughts. I've encountered this substance only once. It doesn't have to work like that on this planet. It might even be something completely different. Either way, we can't ignore that threat.
Base is under attack.
One of our energy connectors has been destroyed.
One of our buildings has been destroyed.
Base is under attack. An energy connector has been destroyed.
Weapon dropped. We can try to recover it later.
One of our buildings has been destroyed.
One of our walls has been destroyed. Tower destroyed.
Base is under attack. We're getting close. Third time's the charm. Let's see if the creature escapes again.
I think we've got a bigger problem, Ashley. The target location is swarming with necrodons and other hostile creatures. We have to clear it out before we can investigate anything.
We've cleared out the area. Nothing's happening. Are we in the correct spot?
That is correct, Ashley. This is where the underground movement stopped. We should check the area with the geoscanner.
Okay, let's do that.
This is enough. There is a vast network of limestone caverns below us. However, I did not detect any large objects moving underground.
If we can't go any further, then I think we should go down there to look for this hypothetical Moby Dick that we've been chasing.
I did not detect any passages that could lead us directly to the larger cavern system below us. We also cannot rift jump underground. That's too dangerous.
Okay, then let's make our own entrance. Do we have the schematics required to build a mining elevator?
Affirmative, Ashley. This is a good location to place it. It is a big machine, but it's self-sufficient. It doesn't require any additional power source to function.
Not enough carbonium. Wow, it's bigger than I thought. It's going to be a wild ride underground.
We will not be going down that deep, but the drill is going to destabilize this valley. We won't be able to return to this location.
Fair enough. This thing is going to take a while to construct. Maybe we should go exploring in the meantime.
Negative. I am detecting several groups of enemies heading our way. We should prepare to defend as fast as possible.
Roger that. Let's wall off the area and lay down some traps before the incoming attack.
Creatures are closing in. Get ready to fight. First wave defeated. Warning. A larger attack group is incoming.
There's never a dull moment. Let's strengthen defenses around the mining drill. We can't construct any more of these buildings. Base is under attack.
There is a breach in our walls. A building has been destroyed. Base is under attack. One of our walls has been destroyed.
A building has been destroyed. Base is under attack.
There is a breach in our walls. Mining elevator construction finished.
Okay, it's time to see what this planet is hiding underneath its skin.
Ashley, you can activate the mining elevator as soon as you're ready. Remember that we won't be able to return to this location afterwards. The drill is going to collapse this area. Subterranean travel complete.
Wow, this place is so beautiful. The rock structure above us looks like a petrified sponge with intertwining holes everywhere. We're deep underground, but the sky is still visible from here.
Be careful, Ashley. We do not have any information about what could be hiding beneath the planet's surface.
We came here to track down whatever has been causing those earthquakes and neutrino bursts. I personally think that one is caused by the other. Either way, I think that we should first look around those caverns and search for traces of anything unusual.
Can you define usual in these circumstances?
You're such a smartass, Mr. Riggs. Just tell me if you detect any readings that seem out of place in this environment.
Understood. We have to gather more data about these caverns to be able to distinguish any abnormalities.
Those critters were getting up after we'd slain them. Every time they got up, there was a bright flash of energy from the crystals on their backs. Mr. Riggs, did you detect any traces of anorix within them?
Negative, Ashley. It appears that this is an indigenous species that evolved this way.
Weapon dropped. Those giant bullfrogs were fused with crystal formations, just like the Crystalros that we encountered earlier. A lot of creatures in this biome are fused with crystal formations. There's an abundance of rich mineral deposits in these caverns, but why do these creatures attach them to their bodies?
If they can metabolize the minerals within these crystals, then they might be using them as a source of energy. Similarly to fat for most of Earth-based animals, or sugar in the case of plants.
That would make sense. However, something tells me that there's more to this.
Ashley, I have detected something unusual.
What is it?
There is an area nearby that is blocking all signals. It is like a black hole for my sensors. Nothing is coming from or through there.
That's indeed unusual. Maybe that's why we weren't able to detect the source of the earthquakes. Let's check that out. Mr. Riggs, this is anorix. The phantom pain in my arm is back. I can feel it resonating near these crystals.
Warning! The anorix crystals cover the walls and ceiling of the passage. They block all signals going in or out of this place. We will not be able to rift jump away from this place. This means that if I am destroyed in there, it will be final.
We should prepare the strongest gear before going in there. I'm afraid to go inside, but at the same time, it makes me angry that I lost my arm because of this thing. is amazing. I've never seen a creature like this. The anorix crystals are fused with its body like an infection or a parasite.
You are not of this world. You brought this plague here. I will crush you.
Danger! The creature is preparing to attack. I am rerouting maximum power to combat systems.
I can actually feel that. Now you will have to be punished. Defeat me. Stop running and die, little pest. Those tricks won't help you. The crystals will make me invincible.
Ashley, the creature is healing itself. We need to interrupt it, or we won't stand a chance.
Is amazing. I've never seen a creature like this. The anorix crystals are fused with its body like an infection or a parasite.
You are not of this world. You brought this plague here. I will crush you.
Danger! The creature is preparing to attack. I am rerouting maximum power to combat systems.
crystals will make me invincible.
Ashley, the creature is healing itself. We need to interrupt it, or we won't stand a chance.
That is enough. I think we've seriously wounded it. It stopped attacking us.
The creature has raised a barrier. We have to find a way to destroy it and kill this monster before it spreads the Anorix infection.
This poison is consuming my thoughts. Why did you come here? Why do you attack me?
I don't want to fight you. I came here to destroy the substance that's corrupting your world.
Your voice whispers to me just like these crystals. I don't believe you. Why do you want to get inside my head?
I mean you no harm. Let me help you. I can remove this poison from your body.
No, these crystals heal me. I wanted to destroy them, but it was a mistake. They sing a good song of love and tranquility. I feel their love for this world, and now they want to protect it from you and your kind. They will unite us all.
Ashley, I do not understand how you can communicate with this creature, but it has clearly gone insane from the Anorix. The barrier is collapsing. We can kill it as soon as it's eroded completely.
No, I don't think we have to. We can try to remove the Anorix crystals from its body when the barrier is down.
That is a huge risk, Ashley. You don't know what the creature will do, and I don't know if I can shield you from so much direct exposure to Anorix. This is a crazy idea.
The pain is unbearable. Too many voices in my head. They are eating my thoughts.
Kill the creature, Ashley. We cannot let it escape into the wild.
The pain! The pain!
Error! System malfunction! No! Ashley! Situation critical. Cardiac hyperarrhythmia detected. Emergency AED procedure in progress. Defibrillation in 3, 2, 1. Operator heart rate stopped. Administering intravenous cardiac stimulant treatment. Operator not responding to treatment. Heart rate stopped. Situation critical. Defibrillation in 3, 2, 1. Wake up, Ashley! Wake up, you stupid human! Defibrillation in 3, 2, 1. Operator heart rate returning. Ashley, you... I thought you were gone. You scared a robot. That was so stupid. Why did you do that?
What happened here? Everything hurts.
Morphine administered. The pain will go away in a moment. You removed an Anorix crystal from the creature's body, and it exploded with an unknown energy spectrum. It almost killed you.
I wanted to help that creature. It was infected by Anorix, but it looked like it was still fighting its influence. I thought we could save it. I'm sorry, Mr. Riggs. That was bad judgment.
I understand your intentions, Ashley. However, I think that this action was irrational. You didn't act like yourself. How were you even able to communicate with that creature?
I don't know. It felt like I was just talking to it. I didn't grasp that in the heat of battle. Now that I think of it, it does sound surreal.
The creature has escaped us, and it looks like it is the main carrier of the Anorix contamination.
Let's call it the Anorix worm, for a lack of better name. But yes, I think you're probably right. The Anorix bioanomalies that we first noticed appeared as a result of the worm's movement underground. And it looks like the Anorix crystals in this cave have grown around its presence.
The battle with the monster opened up a new passage underground. It looks like a traversable tunnel to a lower level of these caves. We should go there as soon as possible.
I agree, but we can't leave all of these Anorix crystals here. It's too risky.
Understood, Ashley. I will leave a timed explosive behind us. It will shatter the crystals and collapse the cave.
Okay, that should do the trick. Let's proceed to the lower levels of the cavern system. A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Crafting completed. Crafting completed. Research completed. Ashley, we've reached a lower level of the cavern system. This is as deep as this tunnel can take us.
This place is amazing. We've been walking down for a bit, but I can still see glimpses of the sky in some places through the sponge-like ceiling structure.
Remember that the ground level above us is not even. Some of the crevices on the surface were a few hundred meters deep, so even though we've traveled deep underground, the ceiling above us might be just a few meters thick in some places.
Okay, so where do we go from here? This looks like a dead end.
First, we should build an outpost on this level and use it as a forward base of operations. These limestone walls are relatively soft. I can dig through them with my drilling tools. We could even blow them up with explosives. Try digging in any direction, and I will scan the area in search of a good building location.
Fascinating. This place must be the remains of a primal coral reef. I kind of feel bad just drilling through it.
This ancient seabed stretches for hundreds of kilometers. Our presence is negligible.
You're right. Let's focus on tracking down the Anorix worm.
Good news, Ashley. I found a few locations that should be good to set up an outpost.
Excellent. Let's try digging our way to the closest one.
A large swarm of creatures is moving in from all directions.
Where are they coming from?
From the caves and from the ceilings. They are everywhere, Ashley.
Not enough AI cores. Build more AI hubs.
Threat eliminated.
That was intense. It's going to be much harder to predict enemy attacks in this biome. They can literally crawl out from anywhere.
There is plenty of resources and open space around this location. This is a good spot to set up an outpost.